It is time for round 2 of Weekend at Timmies. I am so excited to be returning to this readathon and seeing what the Timmies TBR board has in store for all of us for one weekend only. For this weekend in particular, we will do 2 rolls of my TBR game, starting off at the point on the board we left off during round 1. We will do 2 rolls, get 2 prompts, and during the weekend, you can fulfill the prompts as many times as you want. So you can do each prompt once, you could do one prompt one time, you can take one prompt and do it over and over and ignore the other one if you don't want to fill that prompt. It is completely and utterly up to you. This round of Weekend at Timmies will be happening on September 20th and 21st, and we will be having some sprints over that weekend in order to read our prompts and just have a community event together. But in order to make those plans, we need to know what the prompts are. So I have set up the TBR board. I have put our little player on the spot that we left off last month, and let's dive in and see what the rolls are. Roll number 1 is an 8. Gets us an iced coffee space and the prompt of a book that will make you cry. If you've been around a while, you know that I love to have a good book cry. And I just love those stories that really impact me emotionally. And I'm so connected to the characters that I feel for them in such a way that it moves me. So for this prompt, we have to pick books that we think will make us cry. Obviously, we don't know ahead of time, so it is somewhat of a guess. And as long as you go in thinking it's an emotional book, that is totally fine. I have a few recommendations of books that have made me cry, or books that I went into thinking it would. So basically, you're just looking for books that have an emotional connection or think will grab you in an emotional way. So for 2 books that made me cry, very recently I have binged the series that is Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I have loved this series. I've read every book that is out. Both of them have made me cry, but this one made me sob. Like, this one really just got me in all the feels. From about 50% on, I was crying. Another book that famously made me cry here on the internet is Beartown by Frederick Bachman. The first book, I did get teary at the first book. The final book, The Winners, sobbing, absolutely sobbing. So both of these would be recommendations that I would give to you. But also, I do have a few recommendations of books that I went into fairly recently that I thought would make me cry but didn't. So I'm going to count those as recommendations because they are emotional reads. Like, I understand why I thought that. They just didn't quite bring the tears completely flowing from my eyes. I might have welled up, but they didn't, like, burst forth. And those 2 books are Sunrise on the Reaping. This is The Hunger Games. I mean, The Hunger Games is an emotional story. This is Haymitch's prequel. And it really hits you right in the heart what happens to Haymitch and the people in this book. The second one is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I mean, the end of this book, it got me emotional. It didn't quite make me cry, but I know it's making most of the internet cry. So, like, again, both of these would be great options. But whatever book you think will make you feel some sort of emotions, that totally works. Don't overthink it. If you think it counts, it counts. Roll number 2 is a 6. Gets us a coffee space and the prompt of graphic novel. Well, I must say, the prompt of graphic novel for a weekend readathon, for a 2-day readathon, is absolutely perfect. So for this, we are going to count graphic novels and we are also going to count manga. Basically, visual reading media, it counts. That's what we're going to work with. Now, I have many a graphic novel on my shelf that I need to read, and I have so many recommendations for you. One that I read this year that I really enjoyed was Batter Royale. This was a baking, competition graphic novel, and that really worked for me. It also had some recipes in it that I still, to this day, would like to try. I love when a baking book has recipes inside it. The Girl from the Sea by Molly Knox Ostertag. This actually takes place near where I live in Canada, which really just gripped me. But honestly, I love Molly Knox Ostertag's graphic novels. I have not read one that I have not fully enjoyed. The Witch Boy series, fantastic. I have her newest one, which I think is called Deep End, something like that. Anyway, I have the newest one sitting on the shelf just down there. So that is a possibility for me for the weekend because I still haven't gotten to it yet. For graphic novels, I mean, I have to shout out Dinosaur Sanctuary. If you want cozy Jurassic Park vibes, it's got you covered. Cat Plus Gamer, you can't go wrong with cats and this like cute cozy series following a cat owner trying to level up and learn how to be a cat owner. But like literally any graphic novel series, anyone that you want to start, anyone that you want to continue, any mangas that you've been meaning to get back to or meaning to get to, now is the time. But that is everything you need to know for Weekend at Timmies. To keep up to date on chatting with what you are reading with the different prompts, to keep up to date on when the sprints will be, they should be on Saturday, but the exact time is yet to be determined. You can find all that information in the B&K Discord, or just make sure that you're subscribed to this channel because obviously the sprints will be here and you'll get notified when I schedule them. I can't wait to see you for a Weekend at Timmies. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.